Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. My name is Buzzy107 and today we are going to be jumping into what you see behind me. We're going to be making a giant cactus farm that's going to go all the way up to there, and it's going to be a silo type build. Now we will have a build that is attached to this on the end, well in the end, but for right now I think best thing to do is just to get our materials out that we are going to need. So we can grab that one and we will grab this shulker box. And this is going to be everything that we need, as well as the slabs that you see here. And the way that we are going to work the slabs is we're just going to go here and we're going to break out the ones that are actually going to be our middle blocks. So right here. We did update to 1.20.1. I mean 1.21. So once we get this build done, like I'm gonna basically do it and then cut to when it's finished. We might go do a little bit of exploring and see what some of the new terrain generation looks like in our world, because I'm actually quite curious. Or that might be a live for the live stream, which I will load that up onto YouTube if I do decide to go that route. But being that we don't have most of our mods, things are going to be a little bit different for, I'd say, about the next couple of weeks, while we get all that sorted out and slowly add our mods back in. But I was trying to wait, and anybody who knows me in real life can vouch for this. I am not a very patient person. I never have been. So I've been wanting to play the new update. I've been thinking about doing it on live streams, and I finally just went ahead and said that I was going to do it and see how everything turned out. So that is basically how the cactus farm is going to be laid out. It's going to be roughly 3 blocks for each one because of the fact of what we are doing. But if we run this through here, we should have no problem with getting everything to the center. Alright, we're back. So went ahead and made a little bit of a top for it, and I left this whole wall blank so I could show you guys how many cells we actually have. So starting from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cells. 80 in total, so 80 pieces of cactus that is going to be coming down and coming out right here. Now I will make a better collection system for this after I'm done. I'm planning on having it actually go having like a building or something over here that looks like maybe like a little shed or something, and actually having it go up from here over into a either a barrel or a storage system that is actually going to be in the little shed. Hey everybody, and we're back, and I've been procrastinating some. So I went to a old growth taiga and found not only a lush cave but also a trail ruins. I haven't done those yet. We'll do those in an episode. And I found this little pooch right here, and I named it Luna because my dog is actually a black labradoodle, and this is the closest thing I'm going to get in Minecraft to a labradoodle. And then I went and got this guy from the village because tomorrow, as of this recording, we're going to go get a cat, and we named it Solaris, and it matches the color of this little guy right here. Except for ours is going to have a little bit darker of a back than this one does, because ours is a light gray with a dark gray back. Now I am going to go find a savanna and hopefully find an armadillo, and I will be recording that part, but I wanted to kind of bring you guys in for the reveal of us getting the reveal of me and my wife getting a cat. We mainly got it because my son has been asking for one now for a while, and we figured that give him a chance to have a little pet of his own. There we go. So let's go find an armadillo. Alright, so it took me a little while to find this guy, but I hope that's enough for the new dog armor. Don't think I can take this guy home, considering we are 2,000 blocks out, roughly. Alright, so we are back, and I'm going to go ahead and make this wolf armor, put the rest of it in here. That gives us enough to make one more. We're going to go ahead and dye it pink, because most of my dog stuff is pink. Because everybody, me and my wife both got tired of everybody saying, "Oh, what a cute boy dog you got," and we're like, "No, she's a girl." So. And there we go. I mean, the texture is a little bit broken with the fresh animations, like how it sits up like that, but if we can get her out of the house, hold on, let's get a little bit of a ways here. It looks cool. It's definitely a it's definitely broken when they're not walking with you, but other than that, I mean, that's a pretty cool texture. Alright, and we're back. So, instead of going with the blackstone and the deep slate like I was planning on doing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go with a brick and granite style. Now, you guys will be seeing a picture of a brick and granite style silo coming up on the screen now. But with that in mind, I'm going to use that, and then I'm also going to be using some tinted glass, some black concrete, and some tough blocks. Now, I am going to do this similar to how we did the build over there. I don't think I have my spyglass on me. No. Let's go over and look real quick. I am going to be doing it similar to how I did the factory build here, where it is going to have, you know, but instead of the stone, it'll have tough bricks going up, and then it'll transition into the brick and granite. Now I am going to have to go get some polished granite, because all I have right now is just the regular. But I'm going to make this as close to a modern as possible. I just wasn't able to work out a gradient with the basalt and that I thought would work really well, so we're going to go ahead and use the granite and brick, as well as some polished granite and the tough blocks. The tough blocks will be like a base, and then it'll transition up into the granite. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some polished granite, and then we'll come back and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm thinking. Alright, so the way that I'm thinking about doing this is coming in with the tough and the polished tough, and we're just going to take the tough and replace most of this stone here with it. We're going to do this little front portion right here first. So, replacing the front portion like this with the tough, and then coming in with the polished and the tough bricks. And I'm going to move this over here like that. So, you know, in some areas it might be a little bit higher, but I'm going to be putting in the tough bricks, the tough, polished tough as well. And then we're going to come in with the tough bricks over top of the polished tuff. Now this isn't exactly what I'm going to be doing, but like this is how it's going to be, but I'm basically going to be making it to where the tuff is kind of blended in a little bit better, you know, not just all right here at the bottom, you know, kind of have it maybe creep up to like right here and then put the polished on top, you know, something like that. Just make it to where it looks like it's a little bit more worn down here at the bottom where water's going to be. Alright, so I got this bottom section done, and I'm thinking about doing this, just keeping this shape all the way around. Now, I will have to alter it when I go to put the building on the side, because the building is going to be connected directly to the side. Now, I haven't figured out which way I'm making the building face. I'm pretty much set on having it facing from this way, and basically just shaving off this side right here and having it, you know, connect right here on this side, and then have a, you know, a domed roof over the top of it. But it'll either be that side or this side. I haven't really, you know, figured out which one. I do have the hoppers going out this, you know, that way, but I can always, you know, just swap them over. But if you look, you know, I have a little bit of a gradient going where it goes from being the tough to the smooth and on up to the tough bricks. Now, I did, you know, vary up the pattern some. I didn't, you know, but I did end each of them, you know, where the block is, all the block height is all the same. So I am going to put a little bit of a perimeter around it. Probably with either some trapdoors or some, most likely some trapdoors. Put some trapdoors around it for like a little bit of a perimeter, and then I'll do up, you know, the rest of the way with the granite brick and the granite brick and the smooth granite blocks. But we're gonna go ahead and come up here, and I'm going to get started on that block palette now. So this one isn't going to be as strict as the other palette, as this is going to be higher up. This is just because, you know, some bricks will wear off over time due to rain and wind. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cover this all up, and then we're going to come in and put the windows that you guys saw in the picture of that silo. So I'm basically just going to run around and do this the whole way up, kind of matching in textures. Just doing this. Alright, and we are back. And if you look over there where that wandering trader is and our structure is, it's looking a lot better. And I did it the way that I did for distance because most of the time we're not going to be over here right up on it. We're going to be standing back around here. And I think that it blends together nicely and makes a nice looking border around the bottom, but also that brick, granite, and polished granite make a very nice transition and make it look like it's an actual silo. The only thing it needs is a top on it, and we're going to go ahead and do a dome shape on here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make it out of yet. I haven't gotten that far, but looking at it from here, besides a little bit of a lighting glitch, it actually looks really nice. If we come over here and look at it, shouldn't have the same lighting glitches, but yeah, it still looks really nice even from here. What I'm going to do is on either side of it though, I'm going to come right here in the middle, and we're gonna, or it might help if I put it on the block over. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to put some windows in here. And we will go right here on this one. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put some windows on real quick, and then we'll come back and start working on getting the actual roof of this build done. Alright, and we're back. So I think it's time to go ahead and get started on the roof of this place, and to go ahead and do that, I went ahead and grabbed some of the copper and prismarine blocks, because I think just to go with the copper that we have on the actual build itself, with having copper trap doors, I think having a copper roof will help, and it will also complement some of the other builds around here, most notably the botanist house and the lighthouse that we have over here, even though it only has copper on the sides, which I do need to put a better light source in that, which we'll do that after we get the top on. So very simple top. I'm just going to be doing a dome shaped top on here. Now this is a 15 by 15, so basically what we're going to be doing is grabbing out some of the copper bits and some of the prismarine, and we're just going to go around doing the same thing that we have been doing. I'm going to grab this copper and just basically go through here, adding a little bit of copper down, and we'll get the copper bits in, and we'll just come in and we'll put some of the regular copper, and then we'll put some prismarine in here like this. Put a couple more pieces of copper in, some prismarine. And then we'll break these two out actually. And we'll make those with prismarine. And we're just going to go up a few levels doing that, and then it'll all enclose. So I'm going to go ahead and get this roof going, and we'll come back once it's done. Alright, so we went ahead and got the roof finished. Let me go ahead and glide on down and I'll show you what we did. So as you can see, we did a mixture of copper, dark prismarine, and regular prismarine on it. And the dark prismarine is up towards the top. The light prismarine goes down around the lower sections, and then the copper is just kind of sprinkled in as oxidized and non-oxidized. That way I can go ahead and get it to some of the stages that I want it to, and then go ahead and wax it. Now I do need to make a side entrance for it, which I'm going to go ahead and close this off just like that for now, and we're just going to come right here and let's go over by 1. So we're going to go over on this side right here and make us a little access port. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to have a ladder that goes all the way up into here, and then there will be a door face to the outside that you would go into, basically just to kind of simulate how the actual silos have a ladder on there. Now we most likely won't be doing anything inside of there, but gives us the opportunity to do so if we want. So let's go ahead and craft up some more ladders. That should be more than enough. And we're basically just going to go right here from the middle and just build a ladder going all the way up. Just like so. Alright, and with that, I think the silo is done. What I did is I went ahead and added some warped fence gates, and warped fence blocks all the way up for the tube that they actually use to remove any kind of grain out of the silo. Um, Now, obviously, ours is being used for Cactus. And then I swapped out the iron bars for oak trap doors as far as the gate, like the gated off section of the ladder, which is just made so that if you were to, you know, fall off the ladder, you could catch yourself potentially. But up here, I added a light, and on top there is a lightning rod with a um, redstone torch, which I will show you that now. And that's just for like a, I guess you could say like an air traffic light. Anything that reaches over a certain height, you actually have to have one of these to alert oncoming planes of any kind of tall structure so that they don't hit them. And then this is it's a pneumatic hose system for the silo. And then inside, I'm just going to add in some blocks and make sure that it stays lit up. In between episodes, I'll probably go ahead and get some sort of storage system set up for all the cactus that we're going to be gathering, because while we've been building it, it's been running, and it already has over 4 stacks, and that's with over 5 stacks, and that's with emptying it periodically. So we're going to have more than enough cactus to keep us going for any kind of green dye or any kind of cactus we want to use for a way of breaking any kind of mine carts or anything like that. But I think that's all we have time for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you have any kind of questions, comments, or things you think that I can do better, please let me know down in the comment section. You guys can check me out usually on twitch.tv/buzzy107, and that's usually stream on Saturdays. I didn't this Saturday just because, you know, of the new kitten. But you guys can catch me there, and then of course you can catch me over here. I upload usually on Fridays. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and a great weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, be nice to yourself and be nice to others. Alright, guys.